Hi, welcome to the final installment of Living on the Other Side of Fear, Thriving After Domestic Violence. I am Rashida Ahmed, sex educator, intimacy coach, and I am so blessed to have you hold space for me along this journey of these past 4 videos. This is by far my favorite video on the topic because today I'm talking about how we can keep our confidence and self-love high, so you can continue to heal from abuse and domestic violence, and as well as avoid any future negative abusive situations, because that was one journey, but you don't want to go through it again. So in the last video, I spoke about creating safe spaces for yourself, and hopefully that you've been more intentional about prioritizing your safety whenever and wherever you can. Because now we can really dive into talking about what the safe space actually provides for you. And what it actually provides is your ability to think for yourself. It provides the ability for you to feel your emotions, the ability for you to focus on yourself by creating some safety for you. And it's here that we can really begin to sort of, harness and exercise our confidence a bit that we've been gaining. So, when I reached this point, this is when I began to formulate the plan to get out of my abusive relationship. At the time, I was spending some time at my sister's house at one point because I was actually terrified to go home. My partner at the time had stolen my car, broken my phone, given me a black eye, and he just wouldn't leave my home. And so I was hiding out somewhere else. And I was literally hiding and planning at the same time. I remember I didn't want to get police involved because I still cared about his feelings more than I cared about mine, if I'm being honest. But I did eventually get police involved because things had started to escalate very dangerously. But initially I figured that if I just got him out of the house, that I would be able to plan, to move on, to move forward in the next few months, get myself organized and situated. That was the plan. That is not what happened. I ended up moving within the next month with literally no money, no resources really. I had to apply for a rent assistance loan to get my first and last deposit for my new place because I literally had nothing. My partner had left at the time, but it had become painfully obvious that it was necessary for my physical survival to move as soon as possible. Statistically speaking, 77% of domestic violence related homicides happen after the person who's being abused leaves. The first 18 months is typically the most dangerous, and at that point it had gotten pretty dangerous, so it had made more sense for me to just vacate completely. But back to the main point. So when I created safe spaces, it helped me to take small steps to gain back my freedom. By taking those safe spaces, it helped me formulate the plan to gain back my freedom. And the confidence that I developed when I began to start speaking up for myself, and even when I began taking the smallest and the tiniest moments of time that I could spare for myself. That confidence that I fostered, it helped me to make decisions, like filing a police report and moving in the middle of a winter and really deciding to rebuild my life. The safer we feel, the more we can expand ourselves in love. When we create safety for ourselves, We create space for ourselves to truly love. To learn the ways in which we show ourselves love and the ways in which we don't. By staying in an abusive relationship, you are not showing love to yourself. But by choosing yourself, choosing your freedom and your happiness, you shower yourself with love. So you get to decide how the rest of your life turns out. You get to choose to thrive from a space of deep appreciation and love for yourself because you've been able to give yourself safety. This by far is my favorite. This is the thriving part. This is the part where you get to be happy and joyful in the life and the choices that you make. But you got to go through some stuff first to get there. But it's totally worth it. Thank you for watching.